here is, normally you have this as a nozzle that sprays all our herbicides and the fungicide. What we're going to do now is put 28% or fertilizer nitrogen to the corn, and we use these hoses, as Marcy's doing. Marcy's putting these hoses on, which then I drive over the corn. The corn's probably about so tall, and then the hoses drop the nitrogen down on the ground so it doesn't affect the corn plant. Otherwise it'll burn it, can kill it. And so we've got to change everything over so it comes out on the front, open up a valve, and then we have these adapters that we have to put on because everything is, of course, different. So there's a lot of changing things around just to go and put nitrogen down. It'll take me about a day and a half and I'll be all done. All right, let's go. Seven gallons. I'll see what it does. It's on. Oh, I wonder if we didn't turn them on. I go out and see if I open those valves. So I called Eric. I kept putting the number here. It needed to go there, so I need to make a note for that. Now we're going to get out and make sure they're all flowing correctly. Now that we've got it working, I got to pull the water out of the tank because I had to make sure it was working right to test it. So now I got to pull the water out of the tank and put it in the other green tank. Then we'll put the 28 in. There we go. So if everything goes right, I'll start tonight. I'll go at it tomorrow if it doesn't rain too bad. And then Saturday we'll finish putting, I've got 157 acres of corn to do. So we get that done, then I'll take this all off, go back with the nozzles, and then we got to spray all the soybeans. There's 330 acres of soybeans to spray. So tie all those ropes up, and then we can fill it. Here holds 5,100 bushel or gallons, and usually a semi-load is around 4,600 gallons. So that's a full semi-load of 28. I got the pump running, so it's gonna suck, and I'll start putting stuff into the tank up above. So this is the boron. It comes like a powder. So I can do about 25 acres on a fill. That's putting about 37 or 38 gallons to the acre on a 1,000-gallon tank. So I'm debating, should I go 50 pounds of sugar or 75, because that'd be 3 pounds, and that's how I used to do it. So I'm thinking 3 pounds.
When in doubt, go sweeter.
Right, there you go. This is the sugar. 50-pound bag of sugar. I have to do that so when I turn, the wheels don't grab them and rip them off the hoses. So. All right, let's go. right where I need to be. I'm lined up here real well. I go over one here. It's a tough one. 20-inch rows make it really hard to go down through. 30-inch rows, that's a piece of cake. Well, let's go down here where I put nitrogen. So the closer to the row, the best, because that way it's going to get right where the roots are. So like here, this is almost perfect. When it's splashing it right like that, that's perfect. And here, you can see how it's spraying alongside the corn there. That's what you want.
Okay.
When it goes down the middle, it'll get to it, but it takes a little longer. Then now you got to have water, rain to get it to it. Doing is we're putting side dressing 28 with a little bit of ammonium thiosulfate that's got sulfur in it, and the corn needs sulfur. We're also going to put some boron in and some sugar in the mix of the 28, and when we plant we put about 35 units of N down just to get it going, but corn needs like 200 units of N. And so we're going to put another 130 units with that 35, so a total of 165. And if we get the right weather and we get 220, 240 bushel corn, the rest of the nitrogen, so we're only putting 165, the rest of that to make the 240 is coming from all the biology, all the soil, the organic matter. So the soil is supplying the rest of that nitrogen. So with the cover crops, that we're finding is the best thing for the soil and for the crops to do these high yields. What the heck? Oh, I got one on it already. Duh! Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you get old.